Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm John.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Steve.
Finale. Can't believe we're at the finale already.
This is crazy, man.
I feel like we burned through this season. You know what it was?
It's like been like split in like two parts, and then even the second half is like feels like it's been like almost two parts because it was like the fight, and now it's like the Grisha story.
I see what you mean, but like, I think it's the fact that this especially the second half has been so crazy, like so much shit. A, that went down, but B, that we've been finding out that made it seem like we flew by. You know, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, this has been a crazy couple episodes, man. Trying to wrap our head around everything.
It's more like they're giving us a ton of answers, and they are giving more questions, but not really. It's more of like, well, like what's gonna happen now? You know, like.
Well, obviously, there's gonna be another Titan War. I would have to assume.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see where it goes, like how they end this season specifically to set up, like, because then we'll have a better idea at the end of this one, obviously, what next season's gonna be about. I would imagine.
Yeah, because this is what that little hearing that they were having is over, or was it still going?
I would imagine it's over now.
And you think Eren's going to attempt?
I think
something with Krista or Historia.
It has to. You know, he's going to have to figure that out. And Hanji,
well, he kind of did.
Hanji knows something's up. She knew, like she's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, one of those fits. One of those. Levi blamed it on it too earlier.
Oh yeah, they just make it seem like that
it's just like a 15-year-old kid having.
He is, but he isn't.
Yeah,
I don't blame him.
Yeah, and we still got to meet the one that we don't know.
There's one missing unknown Titan. We know all the other ones. Well, at least we've seen them all.
And then unless they did actually kill Ymir,
or if
whoever has her power,
or if any of the other like. I'm just trying to think if any, like, who else. I guess
nobody else. It was only Berthold.
I know. I'm just trying to think in my head if anyone else could potentially go, maybe in this one, but I don't think so. At least I'd be very shocked.
So you think we're gonna get Annie back soon? Probably at some point, right?
Maybe now that they're back, like in the
and they have her by herself.
District. Isn't that where? Weren't they keeping her underground somewhere in the Cena district? I
think so. I don't remember exactly where.
Pretty sure that's where they were keeping her. I don't remember though. Oh, and the other thing I want to know is like, and I'm sure we're not going to find out in this one. This will probably be something more towards the end of the show. Is like, last episode obviously presented us with the others, like the Eldian side, thinking like, oh, like, Ymir was great, like she was like a goddess essentially, like, and did all these wonderful things, and the other side, what's her name again? Marley. They think that she was evil and did all this horrible stuff.
Well, because the Titans were terrorizing humans.
Well, no, that's what the one side says. That's what I'm saying. That's what they think, that these Titans were like, or specifically Ymir was like, started all this and like terrorized everyone. At least this is the way I'm taking it. And so they're saying, oh, all these Titans went out, and I don't know if that's to be true, if they're just specifically talking about Ymir, but I feel like it's all connected. Like,
no, I think it was. I don't think Ymir. Ymir got the power for whatever, and then when she died,
the curse.
No, that's how she got it. I don't know why she, like, what caused her to want to get. I forget what they said.
All they said was
she
they
just
made
didn't
a deal.
have power, and like, yeah. Like,
no, I don't think they did. They just said she made a deal.
Right? Who knows why she did that? But then when she died, those 9 started started eating all the humans.
Well, that's why I want to hear.
Well, like not eating them, but like terrorizing them, and then like making them like have babies with them so they could multiply in numbers. They said that.
I know. I'm just basing it off of what Kruger said about how, like, oh, we looked at Ymir as they looked at her as this like terrible creature.
I think it's because because some of those Titans were just bad, and like.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
But not all of them are. Like, look how Eren is. Like, he wouldn't be out terrorizing people.
That's what I'm saying. I need more clarification on all that.
Who is holding that power?
And I want to know and if maybe we won't ever find out if Ymir was ever actually good. I feel like we will, because like maybe they Titan with this whole time it is
cool that there's no like time that like now
At least for the
Which
Titan.
is like, or the owls like can see in the future.
At any point in time.
Right, is all connected
Between all these Titans, yeah.
But and then with the one thing we were talking about that we were confused about is if Ymir's the founding Titan, why are they calling the Reese Titan?
I think we kind of just answered what we were just saying before that about how there was Ymir, who technically is the founding Titan, essentially.
She is, yeah.
But I think they call that one the founding Titan because it was the founding one of the 9, like we were talking about earlier today. Like, maybe that's why they call that one the founding, because it was the king of the Eldian king, at least. He went, like, and did whatever. So I'm assuming he would be considered the founding Titan, no? For that reason? Maybe that's why?
I guess.
Or maybe they just haven't clarified it and we're not supposed to know. I don't know. Maybe somebody can let us know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it just has, like, the...
If it's not a spoiler, let us know what it means, yeah.
Maybe each 9... Because then I was also kind of thinking, like, maybe Ymir... Because, why would why would it split into 9? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, like, maybe she had all of these abilities.
And, you know, why did
as, like, one being, and then that's what it gave just each one.
It'd be cool if there's a way for, like, since Eren's the coordinate, maybe, I don't know if that makes a difference, but, like, is there a way for him to maybe, like, see Ymir's memories and, like, see why she did all this? Like,
he should be, because it all depends on, like, what the founding Titan is, because he has that in him. He has the Attack Titan and the Founding Titan.
Correct, yeah. But, like, if... I wish there, like I said, I wish that, like, Eren could view, like, her memories. We don't know for sure if she purposely had these 9. That could have just been a part of the curse, you know? Like, she just died not knowing that was going to happen.
I feel like he should be able to tap into her memories. Like, if everybody...
Oh, I agree.
If everybody's connected... If she's the connecting point, like, for all of them, then, like, they should also be able to see her memories, too. Maybe.
And there's a reason that Titan has that power. Like, and if Ymir is responsible for, like, she purposely sent these 9 pieces of herself out, or it's the curse that... Even if it's just the curse that did it, why would there be a Titan with that there's a reason for that Titan having that capability.
Right.
For some, we don't know that yet.
It has to be one of her abilities.
Oh, maybe. I didn't think of that.
That's what I mean. Like, I think maybe she had all of the abilities.
That could explain that, yeah.
Maybe, if that's even possible.
No,
that's just a guess, you know?
I could buy that.
But
I could definitely buy that.
Let's get into it.
Let's watch it. The finale, goddammit.
Yeah.
If you guys want to watch the next episode early, go check out our Patreon. We have that there as well as full length. That's right, it said it never... Yeah. And, like, if that's the case, why is there a Titan, like... So maybe... I mean, you might be right that they're all part of that. Of her
personality or something.
Yeah.
Christian was a coolest Titan.
It's just like a memory that got jumbled into his brain. Yeah, they're gonna go outside the... Well, I mean, it said the title of the episode's outside the walls.
Oh, yeah, we forgot. Like, the sea is just outside the...
It's not far at all.
Yeah.
Well...
However far it is from the last wall.
Yeah. I don't think it's too, like, crazy far, you know?
I doubt it.
The other side.
The sea.
That's a good point. Not bad, Pixis. This is like us watching it, but that being your actual life, you know?
It's the right thing to do.
It's
they deserve to know.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy how, like, now that all the people know, though, it's like now you have two, like, now you actually have, like, 2 nations of people, like, against each other. Oh, she was bowl cuts, girl.
マルロ・フロイデンベルクは俺と同じキューボ入団の新兵でその中でも俺たちをよくまとめてくれた
I like bowl cut. He was good.
Yeah.
お前じゃなく団長がふさわしいと思った でもそれは俺だけじゃない。みんなだ。報告書を読んだ誰もがそう思っ
Armin's got
た。
them that proving them all wrong.
そんな雑魚にだってな。値踏みする権利くらいはあるだろう。
I get what he's saying, but like,
Yeah, everything he's saying is right.
炎の水も氷の大地も砂の雪原も可能性はいくらでも広がっている。きっと壁の外には
yeah, imagine like realizing all this. Oh, did he just get a memory?
Of Grisha.
Yeah. Look at her. Looks great,
Stunning.
right?
俺にはヒストリアを犠牲にする
I think
覚
something's
悟
gonna
がない。
happen right here when he
When she touches him, possibly.
Yep.
壁の王よ、今すぐ壁に攻めてきた巨人を殺してください。
Wouldn't do it.
She's not gonna.
That's gotta get like very confusing.
積もった雪が溶け出す頃、
Bit of a
兵
time
団
jump.
はウォールマリア内の巨人は
Shit.
掃討されたと発表した。
Look how far we've come now.
お前の読み通りだ、ハンジ。ウォールマリア内に入っていた巨人がほとんどだった。俺たちは奴らを1年でほぼ淘汰しちまった。
Yeah, you think about it. There can't be like
It's who's ever like they're kicked out of the mainland.
there can't be exactly there can't be like an overabundance of not anymore. At least they've killed so many. Is it bad that I'm waiting for like a Titan foot to just come out of nowhere?
That's what they've trained us
Oh,
to
I
be
know.
ready for.
It's too
Still
happy.
never know.
I know they're not there yet. Oh boy.
あそこに
The hell? Those tiny little arms.
動けない。楽園王国にされた。
I do not like this new look on Eren.
俺たち
Sorry, buddy.
同胞だ。行こう。
Yeah, it's one of your
That one
people.
guy, remember that one guy was like, I'm going to turn him into a 4 meter so you can fight him. So I guess they can control the size of him.
Maybe. You're almost there, Armin. All of you. You know?
Yeah. I was wrong. It's not going to end like that. It's going to happen right now.
Must be something. Like,
Imagine never
you,
seeing
well,
that ever.
we can't even fathom that, you know?
No.
Imagine seeing like waves and everything.
Yeah. They have like rivers, so they've seen like moving water.
'Cause even
but they've
now-
never seen it like an ocean.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's people now that have never seen the ocean, but they didn't even know this existed, you know?
Right.
これ本当に全部塩水なの？何がいる？僕が言ったこと間違ってなかっただろ？
You really nailed it, Armin. I have a feeling Eren's in a different place right now.
広い海の向こうにいるのは敵だ。何もかも親父の記憶で見たものと同じなんだ。
Oh, I see. He was like questioning what if he was actually seeing was real. This confirmed it.
向こうにいる敵全部殺せば俺たち自由になれるのか？
It's a heavy question there, my friend.
Yeah. The answer is yes.
Probably. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Right? I'm like we were saying, like I was so hesitant to think that it was like this is too happy this whole episode. For the most part, you know, like we're actually gonna get like a nice like
And it was.
it was like a nice
Got it.
peaceful ending.
Finally. Like,
Ugh.
it's crazy.
I actually feel relieved now. Like I feel like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
Kinda. Because now they need to cross the ocean and figure out what's going on over there. Aaron's right. That is the only real way you're gonna be free, because they're just gonna keep coming back.
But I think like also what's bothering him too is like he's like I don't want to have like why does it have to be like this? Like why do I have to kill other people to get my freedom? Why can't I just have my freedom? You know, this show really does have a great soundtrack. I went back and I started listening to it. Oh boy, That's the thing Ymir was looking at, were all the connections. That wasn't much of a post-credit
I don't
scene.
know if that was the post-credit.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it was.
It was indeed. I don't know what to take from that post-credit scene though. If it was just meant to be like a little, because all they showed us was the shell, him looking at the shell, and then you know what? Maybe it's just signifying that, like, because I had this thought when he was on the beach.
That everything is connected.
Well, like,
Because it was just showing the connection that you.
well, yes, like when he was looking out into the water, like I was thinking about it. I'm like, I wonder if it's in a way like his father right now is looking out and
I know
finally
you
seeing
said
it all.
that. Yeah, you were like.
But then in my head, I'm
somewhere
like, wait a
else.
minute, well, his dad would have seen that because if he remembered it, I don't know.
Yeah,
But obviously, he did.
but he
took his
knew he had
memories.
already seen that scene because that's what he's saying. This looks exactly like what
Well, no,
I
he's
saw already. So now it's confirmed
right.
that on the other side is.
I didn't pick up on that right away when he
on
said
the
that,
enemies.
or not until he said that. That like obviously he'd be second guessing, like having these memories come back. Like he's probably thinking like, oh, they might not even be real. It might just be a dream. But now,
Well, because you don't know what you're seeing at all.
right,
Like, you know what I mean? You don't even know. So, like,
And
now
we-
that you've seen it.
and we kind of got confirmation that like something can happen. Like I said it like minutes before, like I think, or at some point in the beginning of the episode, like if you just touch, we've seen her use the power, and just like I said, like with the Ackermans, like is that in their blood? Like obviously it is.
Yeah,
like,
because Reese was able to do it too.
that's what I'm saying. Like just the same way that Historia can touch something, even though she's not a Titan, never has been, and doesn't have the founding Titan in her anymore, she still has that powerful blood, just like the Ackermans have their powerful
I'm still
blood.
interested in, like, finding out about these Ackermans because if they were made to protect the Fritz King, what do you think he gave them? Like, what do you think he used some sort of Titan power to give them, like, power in a human body to protect them?
I didn't think of that. Maybe
You know what I mean? Because, like, how else would he have created them?
that had to have been it.
Because they were created to protect him, right?
Yeah, I guess you would say. I'm just trying to think if "created's" the right word, but I guess it would have to be, right?
I feel like that's what it was. Like,
And
they
they
were
were
like
all-
a warrior made to protect the king.
And they were all from the Oriental clan, right? I think.
No.
No.
Oriental clan was Mikasa's mom, I thought.
Oh yeah. You're right. Well, then I wonder, are the Ackermans like?
They're their own bloodline that isn't controlled by.
I think
the king.
I think that's something they'll definitely touch.
I know.
on.
I think we have to. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. I forgot. I didn't think about the Ackerman thing until I started thinking about the Historia thing. I'm like, oh well, if it's in their blood like this, then maybe it could be like that.
Right.
So who knows? Because then they just said that they eventually rebelled and left, right? Or they were banished. Them and who else?
What?
The Ackermans.
From inside.
Yeah, they said they rebelled and then they were banished.
And there was a couple bloodlines that couldn't. I'm assuming it's the.
I'm
inside
going back
the
to that
Marley.
conversation
It's
now.
the 7 inside the Marley
Because he's
or the 8.
his grandfather said that because he was an Ackerman, duh. But like he even said that there was the Oriental clan, and then there was is he talking about clans that were from inside the wall, like nomad clans from inside the wall, or from?
Or I think on the continent, like when he went to make the walls.
Yeah, because he didn't really tell.
Because he
Kenny.
called everybody. He like
Well, I guess Kenny knew what was going on
he
anyway.
brainwashed everybody
Obviously.
and then called them to the walls, right? And then built the walls. Called them to the island and then built the walls.
Yeah.
So it would have been. I'm assuming the seven that joined with the Marley and the 8th one that we don't know about.
Yeah, I really want to know more about that one. That episode though, like, was. I really mean it. Like, I feel like that was a perfect way to end the season.
It was
I think.
wonderful.
Not a lot happened except for the big thing obviously is for me the two big takeaways is that now we saw Eren kiss her hand, and now we at least it puts it in his head. All right, maybe we actually doesn't need to be a Titan. Maybe I could do something with this. But that's just a memory, so we don't.
And
know.
that doesn't help him control.
I was just going to say that.
Right.
We don't know if that can mean anything.
It's cool that we kind of like it. There's really no threat. If the inside the wall move to like those dock areas, there really is no more threat of Titans really, and
Well,
unless somebody comes in like injects them.
So it's interesting because that same Titan that was stuck, that was crawling, was very similar to Connie's mom in terms of, I think maybe they can control how big they can grow certain ones.
That's what I was saying. I think the one guy,
did.
with Grisha, he was like, "I'm gonna make this one a 4 meter so you can fight him."
Yeah, but I don't think they can control what they ultimately look like. Sometimes they just pop up like that and they're probably like, shit, whatever.
And who's that? How long ago was he dumped there? And is he by himself?
And is he important? Or is it just a thing that they put there?
Yeah.
But my whole point was, though, so we don't really... So now it makes a little more sense how all of Connie's village was turned into Titans, because they're aliens, obviously, so they can be turned into them.
Right, and Zeke has access to the...
We don't know about his powers yet.
Zeke. No, but Zeke has access to the
yeah, but
needles.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're the ones turning them in at the wall. So if you just brought it with them, you could just inject everybody in there, and they're all pure Titans.
I guess he just took over. But they made it seem like she was inside her house when she got it, because she was on top of it. I guess she could have been outside, turned into one, and then just fell back onto
anything.
It might not even have been her house. We don't even know that.
He could have just been going around. They could have all just walked in and like just started talking to him and then injected them all, and they all just turned.
Yeah.
Who knows how he does it?
But it does make more sense now that we know all the aliens can turn.
Can turn into Titans, right?
I think
everybody
that's something
inside those walls.
I also think that's something we're going to touch on.
I just wonder about the Ackermans, though. I'm not sure if they can or not.
What?
Turn into Titans.
No, I doubt. Why would they?
If they were injected.
No, I think it's only.
I think their powers. You don't think they're? I think they're Eldians too.
That's what I'm saying. We need more information on that. Like, well, this king could have, when he called his people, I could have taken this other group of people and
could have.
Well, yeah, because he would have been the one that said, "I need this founding time." Would have been like, "All right, I need
somebody to protect me." Because he's not going to fight. So, like, if people come, like, he is going to need some kind of protection, other than the walls.
But it's just interesting that if he is creating them, why would he do it on them? Why are they immune to his mind thing?
No, I think they.
That makes me think that he didn't do it.
They were already. Yeah, I don't know.
I think they were made a long time ago
to protect
the original founding Titan. Maybe they could have been protecting him before the walls went up.
They could have been that bloodline could have started with Ymir.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know anything about the Ackerman's history.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I want like a whole long.
Oh, now
like two episodes on them.
Now that these characters are where the story, like I said in the beginning, and now I kind of have an idea. Now it's just going to be Zeke versus Eren, these people, this nation versus this nation of people, and I think that's kind of what it is, or it's going to be for the most part.
We know all the 7 that are in there, right? Zeke, Quad, Reiner,
Armin, Eren.
No, that would be inside. Oh yeah, because Armin would have been. So now they're down to 6.
No, there's one we don't know.
Yeah, but we don't know if he's with Marley or not, right? Because we know the 6 that are with Marley, I think, right? Annie, Reiner, Zeke. Who else? I say the Quad.
Yep.
What was that for?
Armin. Are you still talking about just inside?
Yeah, but now we only have to name 6. Forget about Armin. That would be members of the Marley.
Oh, yeah.
Ymir.
The rest we don't know.
Whoever has Ymir. That's 5.
I think we're going to see Ymir again before.
Yeah.
I think ultimately
that's
she
right.
will.
And then Eren and Armin have 3, technically. So that's the 8. So there is the one more that's in the Marley.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
Because Owl, that's right, because the Owl was the one that wasn't.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably in like, they have the control of it.
Yeah, well, they had 7, right? 7 of the
but not
original Titans. Now they have only 6. And I could only name 5.
Yeah, maybe they lost that 7. They could have lost it in the 100 years that we've been. Maybe one of the people that got turned was able to get out of it and took off and did their own thing or something. Who knows? But I think you're right.
I doubt it.
So do I. I think it's definitely. I think it could be one of those things where like they're like training someone younger right now.
Every 13 years it switches.
Yeah, so I think it's maybe that we just haven't seen them yet because maybe there's like a younger person that they're training.
Maybe
Still. I definitely want to find out about that. And like I said, I think the ultimate question, I guess you would say, for the end of this, or for that episode, I mean, was that like, not question, like the biggest thing, takeaway. It's just like, finally they get to see the fucking sea, you know?
And relax.
Yeah.
It's crazy that like,
but
that's what I was thinking. Like they could know. So like the next time that they could get like bombarded with a ton of Titans, like
they should set up defenses.
They would have to know like that they're coming. Like, you know what I mean? Like
they should definitely set up some type of defense like,
there
at that place. Yeah. You'll know way ahead of time if they're coming.
Yeah, and take over the whole island.
And you might even possibly surprise them. They might not think you're there yet, you know?
Right.
Who knows? Yeah, because they probably don't think, they might not realize that Eren's getting these memories to lead them there, you know? Like, think how much information Eren has given them over the last 2 days, or day.
Well, that was, no, that was from winter to spring.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But in terms of once he woke up.
Oh, right.
The times where they all found out.
That meeting, yeah.
Because then they did the time jump after.
And I'm glad that they told everybody inside the walls. That was the right thing to do.
Because
then they were right. Otherwise, you're doing the same thing that the Reese family was doing.
Yep. And like I said, you kind of need to, because now when you need people to join to fight, more people are definitely going to be willing to do it because...
Well, not even definitely willing to, but they'll know what they're getting themselves into before they're getting into it.
I think it's a bit of both.
That's what what is his name? Floch was saying. Like, even cowards like me, like Erwin, gave like people like me the opportunity to join, do something. I think that's what he was saying, right?
Seemed like that, but at the same time, he was also saying like you guys had to change things because. That's he really pissed me off.
He's just saying like they're too emotional.
I kind of understood what he was saying, but at the same time, I'm like, dude, shut the fuck. Like, who are you? The one part he said something that I was like, okay, I understand that part, but the one part where I was getting pissed, I'm like, why? Like, not only are you, I'm surprised no one hit him. Nobody.
He wasn't saying anything that was incorrect. He was just being a little aggressive.
How does he know that Armin wasn't the right choice? Why is he so? How does
over
he
Erwin? Because if you do it in like a military perspective, Erwin clearly is the right choice. Even Levi and Hanji said the same thing.
I agree, but you're just automatically counting Armin out.
Well, plus it's too late at this point. Like that's just like That's
what I'm saying. Shut the hell up.
Speech.
We know how you felt the last time.
It is true, yeah.
And he's just like,
speech, but because he didn't understand. Like everybody's getting medals. Like even him, like he's even getting a medal for not doing anything.
You did do something, dude. You were part of it.
Yeah, I know.
Shut up. That's what I mean. He was like a Debbie Downer, and it brings like his bad.
Of course, everybody knows that everybody's dead. You know what I mean? It's got to be tough on you.
Oh, I 100% agree. But look what, compose yourself, dude.
I know.
Making yourself sound like I don't want to hate him, but it's he gets.
I don't hate him.
He gets like so worked up, like
yeah,
and down in the dumps that like when he says shit, it's like, dude, you shouldn't be saying that out loud.
Yeah, he should be.
That's why I was getting
holding out a little bit.
I was really annoyed because it's like, dude, everything you're saying right now is telling you, or is out loud. You're saying the decision Captain Levi made was stupid.
Was bad. Yeah.
You're calling him an idiot, and if you're calling him an idiot, that means you're an idiot.
Then there's something wrong with you.
That's why I was really getting angry.
But that's what not everybody understands. Decisions made from higher ups, and like Levi's decision wasn't. I mean, it was kind of emotional, but it wasn't really because he logically thought it out. Like had a conversation with Erwin before, and like made the decision that he didn't think that Erwin would want to be a Titan.
And I hate when he was like, "Oh, your emotions are." Of course, your fucking emotions are going to go. If they're not, then there's something wrong with you.
But that's why he's the way that he is, because he's not emotionally attached to them. So that's why he can separate himself, and that's playing into his.
That's
point.
Probably what I was when I said
what I mean?
I got what he was talking about, because I think he said something along those lines at the end.
Yeah, he's like, no, I'm not friends with him. We're not even chums. Like, I'm not childhood friends with him.
My point is, okay, so shut up. Like, stay out of it.
I know.
Because then you don't have an insight. You don't even know who Armin... From that point of view, you don't even know who Armin is. Right. So how could you give me a logical choice of what was right and wrong?
Yeah. He was there, though. He heard the whole debate.
Yeah, but I'm saying he doesn't know them.
No, he doesn't know them.
He doesn't know why Armin... He doesn't really know why Levi picked Armin to be the one. And I love how he was like, "Oh, it's all you guys were emotional." No, it was only Levi. Levi could have picked whoever he wanted, and that
He
would have
even
been the
told
choice.
Armin at the end, right? Like, I made the decision. So don't.
And he did,
Yeah.
which is why it's like you can't blame Eren and
No, but I can kind of see where he's coming from.
'Cause don't forget-
I don't agree with him, but
they tried to convince Levi to give it to Armin.
and he wasn't going to.
Wasn't going to. They left. Once they were gone, and it wasn't them who convinced him to give it to
No.
Armin,
No, right.
which is why I
That's
get
what I'm saying.
frustrated.
It was Erwin ultimately that convinced
In a way,
Levi.
yeah. Yeah, in a way. Well, like in a strange way, because like
Right.
you didn't.
Thinking back onto a previous conversation that they had, he'd already said goodbye to him pretty much, and had made the decision.
It's
to,
like he already
die.
told him, if this happens, don't give it to me.
I'm willing to die.
Or if it's a decision, yeah.
Right. I'm willing to die for this. So.
If you're put into a difficult decision with that thing you have, I'm not going to say what it is, but you know what I'm talking about. Then, and I'm in bad shape, and use it on the other person.
Right. I guess.
In a way, I don't know how to explain
Right.
it.
Just yeah. His life. He dedicated his life to figuring out what they were able to figure out. You know.
And he died.
And he died not knowing it, but allowing them to.
That's the
figure it
beautiful
out.
thing of it, though, is that. Yeah, it sucks because
But what he did led to them getting it.
Correct. Oh, more
What a
shit to
great
throw.
show.
More shit to throw on Flock. Like I said during the episode, while I did agree that I think, in hindsight, like when you look at it on black and white, Erwin should have gotten the shot.
Yeah.
But when you look back on it, just like Eren had a good defense, a lot of these plans that Erwin had, while genius looking, would have never succeeded without Armin.
Yeah.
Never.
No, yeah, I agree with you. I don't think Armin is a bad decision. I'm
And he's also only 15
like you
years
said,
old.
on paper, is exactly right. On paper, you chose a 15-year-old, for rookie kind of soldier. You know what I mean? Because this was the first. You know what I mean? Everybody's kind of a rookie, but you know what I mean.
And there's
Over the commander of the military, and that's
we know the
not
reason
logical,
why.
normally.
I don't think Flock really knows why Levi picked.
No, I don't think.
I don't
he
know that
does
anybody
either.
does. I don't think Eren and I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like specifically, like he thought we saw his memory of him listening to Armin talk about the sea.
Yeah, I don't know if he said anything.
And Erwin kind of had mentioned it to Levi, I think, in the past or something along the lines of like Armin's
something special.
He looks at things differently than I do now. Like I look at things because I'm so obsessed with having to find this out that I'll do it for I'll sacrifice people to get to that. As where Armin's just a dreamer, and you kind of need dreamers now. Now, in Erwin's mind, he's thinking probably all right, if I got them to this point, then they're gonna get this amount of information, and it's like a parent, where they.
And then after that, what
all
do
right,
you do? Right.
my kid finished college. Now they're gonna go off and live their
They're on
life.
their own.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is cool, man. I'm
What a
excited to
crazy
get
show.
into the fourth season.
I can't believe we're going on to technically the last season.
I know. I've been watching it forever.
Right?
I love it, though.
It is fantastic. I'm so into it.
Me too.
Anyway, guys, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.
See you later.